Welcome back to my channel. My name is Karine. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel we do a lot of DIYs, and on today's video we'll be making these amazing shampoo bars. They're Ayurvedic shampoo bars and they contain a lot of amazing ingredients, so keep watching to see how I make this. To make these shampoo bars, I use the melt and pour, the aloe vera base. So if you're new to making soaps, this is a good place to start, because these bases are already like pre-made soaps that you just add your ingredients or your spices, you add the flavors that you want in, then you just need to do your researches. So I just cut them down into tinier chunks so that they can melt easily. So after doing all this, I'll just put them on my double boiler so that it melts down. While we are melting down our soap base, we are going to go ahead and sterilize our soap molds with some rubbing alcohol. It could be 70%, it could be 90%. Just make sure it's rubbing alcohol, and just check the pot from time to time so that you can stir the soap mold. It makes it easier to melt that way. So here it's almost completely melted. Depending on your hair needs, you can go ahead to add the herbs, spices that you want in this melt and pour soap base. I really love aloe vera, neem and shikakai, and because they're very fine powders that will not get stuck in my hair, so I'm going ahead to add a tablespoon of each of those, and I'll also be adding in some of my hair growth oil. So the beauty about melt and pour is that you can twist and tweak it in so many ways, and I'm working with this on the stove top because the moment it starts cooling down, it starts to harden. So my heat is on really low heat, so I'm just working with it on the stove top just so that it doesn't harden up as I'm still adding in my ingredients. So I'm just mixing everything together before I go in to add some more ingredients. You can add other stuff like oatmeal, coffee to give this like an exfoliating effect if you want to use it for your body, because it's not just for shampoo. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to use these soap bars on my body too, because I just can't use it on my hair only. They're really good and they smell so good and they foam so well, so I want my body to get all those nutrients also. So once I mix the powders and I'm sure everything is properly incorporated, I'm going to go ahead to check the temperature. You always have to make sure that it's less than 100 degrees before you add your heat sensitive ingredients. Vitamin E oil is probably not heat sensitive, but I just love adding it, when it's not too hot. I added in some peppermint and some rosemary essential oils, and they made this soap smell so good. All I could smell was that peppermint in my hair, and on my body it feels so good. So once I do all this, if you look the corners, you'll notice that they're hardening up because that heat is quite low. I'm just keeping it in such a way that my mixture won't get real hard. So I'm just mixing everything together, and this is literally all you have to do. And all I have to do now is to pour my soap into my molds. Our soap molds are already well sterilized, so we will just go ahead and pour our amazing mixture into the molds. The mixture is just a little darker now because of all those powders I put in the soap. Are you going to try making your own shampoo with this soap base? And there are many types of soap bases in the market. We have goat milk, shea butter, a lot of variety. and it's just really fun to work with because you can just add your own little tweak to it, and it just comes out in your own preferred taste. So this soap came out really more than I expected it. I was expecting it to fill out like 3 of those molds, and I was really impressed with the quantity this gave me. When you look at the top of the soap, you'll notice that there's a lot of foam forming. So if you're working and you have help, as soon as you pour into the first mold, you should spray some rubbing alcohol, as I'm doing here. I went in a little bit late, but still it's totally fine. It wasn't for sale or anything, it's for personal use. So this is my shampoo after about more than 24 hours. I would say I kept this for about 30 hours, and yeah, it molded up really well. I was so satisfied with the result of this shampoo. I can't complain. It came out really well. It foams, it lathers really well. So I encourage you to do this. And another reason I did this shampoo bar instead of like a liquid form or a jelly form is because there's almost no wastage. You always just use what you need to use and keep the rest, unlike the liquid form where you could mistakenly pour a huge amount down the drain. So this is just a way for me to be really conscious with my spending and the way I use products and all that. So here is my finished product. I felt really proud. I felt really happy doing this and very satisfied, and I hope you try it too. And if you're watching up to this stage, thank you so much again. I'll just show you how I tried this. It wasn't wash day for me and I had a hairstyle. I would have showed you guys how I use it on my hair, but yeah, it lathers really well. And as I said before, I'm going to use this on my body as well because there's really no limitations to this. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and catch you on the next upload. Take care and bye-bye.